Hi. First and foremost, priority number one is to say hi to my kitty Lisa. She wants to say hi to you, so please say hi to her and show her some love because she needs it. Okay. We got a really important video today. Why? This is quite possibly the biggest, most important Mandela effect, at least to me, that I somewhat heard about but didn't really research until recently. So, for those of you that are new subscribers, there's a lot of you, like 100 in the last few days. So, thank you again. Like up to almost 500 subs now, which is really crazy. One thing you got to understand is that a lot of my old time listeners have come to me not even because of my dreams or spiritual experiences, but because of the Mandela effect and because they've been Mandela affected deeply. And I have too. And what do I mean by that? A lot of people who don't research the Mandela effect come to this conclusion that it's limited to logo changes, which couldn't possibly be further from the truth. Everything changed for people that have been deeply Mandela affected, such as myself. And I am far, far from alone. I've talked to dozens upon dozens upon dozens of countless people who all say the same thing I do, in case you're just going to assume I'm insane. So what do I mean by that? By everything changing. So just to give a brief overview, the sky, the clouds, look completely different. They don't make any sense. The appearance of the sun, this little tiny white little dot in the sky. The appearance of the moon looks like a light bulb. Well, it used to be this big, glorious rock. The position of the stars, the night sky in general, colors, the way the light shines onto the surface of the earth, the way it looks, how it's too bright, it's too white, even plants and trees and their appearance, biology, things in the body, absolutely freaking everything you could possibly conceive of has changed. So, what makes this even crazier now is that we have completely changed positions in the Milky Way galaxy. And I'm going to link a video down below that I can't recommend enough that you watch, where this individual is discussing specifically on how we used to be on the outer band of the Sagittarius arm of the galaxy, which we're always told our whole lives that the Earth is far from the center. We're so insignificant that we're far from the center. Here we are on the outer band in some meaningless place. That is no longer the case whatsoever. We're in the Orion arm of the Milky Way, much closer to the center. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I have this tablet up here to give you sort of an overview. That is absolutely not even close to where we used to be located. We used to be located somewhere on the opposite side, on the outer band right there. So that's the Sagittarius arm. And I mean that literally. You could look that up. That's where we used to be. So what makes this even more bizarre and more nonsensical is that in this video that I'm going to link below, he discusses specifically how the NASA website itself had our location posted at the Sagittarius arm for many years, decades, I don't know how long, but it was abruptly changed with no explanation to the Orion arm on their official website with no explanation whatsoever. And there is, of course, a lot of residue, and Mandela effect residue is evidence of things how we remember they used to be. So this would include, commercials and things like that, like Dolly from the Moonraker movie having braces. There's plenty of residue on that. There's plenty of residue on the cornucopia being on the Fruit of the Loom logo, the basket, which it never was, supposedly. There's plenty of residue on all sorts of Mandela effects. And there is residue on the Milky Way galaxy as well. So, more specifically, Carl Sagan. There's a video out now, still supposedly, where he shows exactly our location being on the outer arm of the Sagittarius arm of our galaxy. So, I discussed this with someone today on Facebook who said that well, aren't we constantly moving through space and shifting locations because the universe is always moving? We would have had to have moved in a short few years, about 20,000 light years. Now, the way that we're told how the universe works, that would be completely impossible. So to move from the Sagittarius arm to the Orion, in a span of a decade, we moved 20,000 light years. Yeah, the universe moves fast, but that fast? I don't know. And guys, many of us Mandela affected people feel like we're on a completely different planet. We don't recognize anything. Nothing makes any sense. Even people and their behavior has changed. People tell me about how their family members have completely changed. Their behavior, their physical appearance, all kinds of things. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're new to my channel, that we're going to be discussing things that will make your brains fall out. We're so open-minded here that every square centimeter of your brain will fall out, and you'll have to go find it and put it back into your skull. Because we question everything here. There's nothing that's off limits in terms of research, in terms of questioning reality, in terms of eternity, God, everything. Because eternity is so much stranger than you could ever imagine. So, having said that, there's other stuff that he discusses in this short. It's a 15-minute video, guys. He talks about the galaxy. Just keep this in mind as in the last part of the video. There's another one that he mentions that really bothered me as well, and this is totally a new Mandela effect for me. He says that the movie 2001 Space Odyssey, I am a huge fan of Kubrick, my favorite director by far. I've seen Full Metal Jacket like 20 times. I've seen Eyes Wide Shut like 10 times. I've seen all of his movies, including Doctor Strangelove and all the older ones, and Space Odyssey several times. I've seen 2001 Space Odyssey. And there's a robot called Hal in the movie. And every time he sees David anew, he says, being the captain of the ship or whatever, he says, "Good morning, David." But he never said that. And then he talks about another interesting one, which is the thinker statue, the nude man, where he's having his arm over his chin in a thinking pose. Well, it was always a fist, and now it's like this, and it looks really awkward and bizarre. And that's it doesn't look right to me either. That one's not a total, I can't verify that one 100%, but it doesn't look right to me either. The one that's changed a lot to me is the Sistine Chapel ceiling painting with God and Adam. That one looks completely off to me. My point is, guys, something really bizarre is taking place. It's undeniable. It's real. It's not in our brain. It's not in our synapses. It's not false memories. It's not this garbage nonsense that the materialists try to shove in our brain. It's all bullcrap. there is something way bigger going on, and we know it. And before I go, Neil deGrasse Tyson himself, he's going to discuss this in the video. Was at a conference saying we're located in the Sagittarius, the outer arm of our galaxy. The physicist, the universe man himself said it, and I've actually seen him before. I don't really like him, honestly. No, because when I lived in New York, he used to regularly go down to the planetarium and Met, I think, or one of the big museums. And I've been to the planetarium quite a number of times, and he used to go over there and say hi to the school children and all that. So he's kind of a figure in New York, like people know him and stuff. So not relevant, but I just thought I'd point that out. So I'll share that below, and let me know what you think.